Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Hello, my Level Up friends. I, as always, am so excited to be here with you today. So what are we talking about today? We're going to be talking about how to become who you want to be, which is really interesting because you could look at that and say, but I am who I am. Yeah, like we are who we are, but the goal is to always evolve. The goal is to always level up and in many areas of your life, right? Who do you want to be? That could be in health. It could be as a friend. It could be in a relationship. It could be in income. It could be in success. It could just be in the way you speak, like how to become who you want to be. Because it's not like you're just going to go to bed today and be somebody different tomorrow. And here's the thing. Change is the only constant. So we do want to be evolving. We do want to be changing. I mean, sometimes you hear that friendships, people outgrow each other. You hear relationships, people outgrow each other. You hear in business, people outgrow a position, right? So the goal is to always be expanding and becoming more. So we're always on this, I guess, what's the name of this podcast, right? Level up. You don't level up once. You continue to level up. And then when it's funny because you could look back. I could look back, I don't know, we could all do it 5 years and be like, wow, look who I was 5 years ago. And then look who I was 10 years ago. And the goal is that we're not shrinking and becoming less, but we're becoming more. All right. So today I jotted down, I think there's 4 things, how to become who you want to be. And so number 1, which we talk about this in, again, just about every single episode, because I think it's so important. It's having a crystal clear vision. So you need to see it in your mind before you can become it. Like we don't develop on accident. We don't succeed on accident. You're not going to find your person on accident. Now, sometimes there's this fate, right? And all of those things, but most of the time you're preparing yourself for that. You don't become healthy on accident. It starts in your mind. So do you have a crystal clear vision for who you want to become? Because we become what we focus on. Our goal is to always be a work in progress, to change, because again, change is the only constant. Sometimes it's easy to be like, you know what, I'm going to dream big or have a goal. But what we really want to know is that in order to achieve that goal, in order to create that life, in order to attract that person, you must become what you want. So visualize that next version of you. Visualize your success. Visualize your health. Visualize the love in your life. See it so vividly in your mind, and you just watch God do his magical thing. We create our life through our vision. So have you ever heard people say things like, success flows to me? And guess what? As a result, it does. Or on the flip side, have you ever heard people say, I'm just so unlucky. Everything always happens to me. Just my luck. Well, guess what? That's where they are. And they're going to continue to have that in their life until they create a new reality by developing a new vision. Have you ever heard people say, I'm old, or I'm lazy, or I'm fat? Well, guess what? Their vision is their current and their future reality until that changes. So the goal is see ourselves as young because age is a number, right? Visualize yourself being ambitious and full of energy. Love your body and be grateful. See yourself at your healthiest and then watch that transformation. When it comes to relationships, you hear people say all the time, it's so hard to find a good person. Well, that will be your reality. It's going to be your reality. Make a list. Have you ever made a list? Make a list, write it in a journal, put it in your phone in notes. What is it exactly you're looking for? Because then it's if people go on a date or you meet someone, you kind of know pretty quickly if there's some sort of an alignment there, right? What is your vision for your person? Be specific. See him or her in your mind before they even exist. And you watch and see what the universe and God will do. They will appear. if it's your vision. Our goal is to always be what we want to attract. So whether that's in business or in love, we create our standard. We create our bar. And our goal is to become who we want to be. And it all begins in our mind. 2, visualize your vision daily. So like, this isn't a do once. Like I've got a vision for the business. I've got a vision for the income. I've got a business, and then that's it. Like, it's over and over and over. Create those images in your mind. Close your eyes and see it. And this is what happens when a vision becomes clear. Like, when you keep doing it over and over again, that's a habit. It's becoming ingrained in your mind, right? It begins to take on a life of its own. Vision that's vivid becomes a belief, right? And then our belief dictates our actions, and our actions become our reality. So get yourself excited about it. Talk about it. Act on it. Take bold action, because the stronger and clearer your vision, the closer you are to becoming the best version of you. Number 3, set powerful goals. A goal is a dream with a deadline. It's what you are creating. It's who you are becoming. It's the difference between the ones who create it versus the ones who just dream about it. A dream written is a date with a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed with bold action creates your future reality. Set goals that scare you and excite you. If they don't scare you, they're not big enough. We aren't here to play small. We are here to level up. Leveling up starts in your mind, and it's followed by a goal. You know what happens in your head when you don't have a goal. Okay. When we don't have a goal, we focus on what's wrong. We obsess over situations. We start to repeat the past. We create unnecessary stress and anxiety. We become distracted. And bottom line, we get in our head. We get in our own way. So keep your goal front and center. Talk about it. Talk about it as if it's already happened. Dream about it. Know what you're working towards. When we don't have a goal, we wander. And when we wander, we wonder. When we set goals, we're always in growth mode. Never stop setting new goals professionally. They keep you expanding. They keep you growing. They keep you learning. We aren't defined by what we do. We're defined by who we are. However, what I do helps me develop who I am. When my heart and my soul are on fire, it shows up in every single area of my life. Goals keep us on track. They pull us towards something. The idea is that they inspire us. To become who we are meant to be requires setting goals that are bigger than where we are now. When we settle, we shrink. When we're comfortable, we lose our passion. And here's the thing about passion. Passion unlocks doors. Passion breaks barriers. Passion is contagious. There will be goals you set, and then all of a sudden, like, it feels like everything that could go wrong does be bigger than the obstacle, because the obstacle is the way. The obstacle is that quiet voice whispering in your ear, how bad do you really want it? If you set a goal, come up with a plan. And if the plan doesn't work, change the plan. The goal remains the same. If you set a goal and you miss it, set it again. Stand up. Go for it. So many people are afraid to go for it. Like, be more afraid to not set a goal and hit it, right? You're the constant. Be the difference. Be the backbone of the goal. Be relentless to what sets your soul on fire. Number 4, create habits that are aligned with your goals. You will never change your life until you change what you do daily. Now, we hear that all the time. The secret to our success is found in our habits. You show me your habits and I'll show you your level of success. So what habits are aligned with your goals? What are the habits required? Because you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result, right? That's the definition of insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing and expecting a different result. So what are the habits required to become your best self, to grow your business, to take your level of income to the next level, to be healthier, to be happier? We're going to be doing a podcast coming up on habits of successful people. When you see successful people, their habits are different than average people. When you see a top athlete, their habits are different than average athletes. They do more behind the scenes. They work on themselves. They are disciplined. They use their time wisely. Decide what you want and then decide what habits it's going to take to create it. So whether that's sleep, meditation, journaling, fueling your body, massive, bold action, doing what you said you were going to do, even when you don't feel like it, meeting your goals regardless of what's happening around you, no procrastinating, exercising, speaking only positive, being the evidence, being the difference, being the bar, creating your vision, visualizing it daily, set the goals. Then write the habit you're going to develop to create it. You have the ability and the power to become any single thing you want. You are limitless. You were born abundant. So allow yourself to dream, but dream really big. When we stop becoming, we begin settling. And I refuse to settle. We have one life and no dress rehearsal. Take your power back and become your very best. I love you, friends. Talk to you next week.